Hey there, everybody. Don Evans here from WatchReport.com, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Sablier Grand Cru. Now, there is a lot, and I mean a lot, to talk about with this watch. And as you know, what I try and always do with my videos is really just give you the best look at it. We'll give you an HD look. It's going to look pretty much, you can't doctor up the video. At least we here at Watch Report don't. So this is what the watch is going to look like when you get it in hand, and that really is the whole purpose of the videos. With that said, as usual, go to the link in the description. It'll take you to watchreport.com. You'll be able to check out the full review. As I said, there's a lot of information with this watch. Right now, let me give you the specs. I'm going to try and cover what I can here with this watch, but you're definitely going to want to check out the full review. The Sablier Grand Cru is 44 millimeters. It is 50 millimeters in length, about 13 millimeters thick, and with a lug width of 22 millimeters. It does have a sapphire crystal. It is an automatic movement. This is powered by the Swiss ETA 2824. It is a limited edition of 250. There are more color variations, strap variations on the website, so check them out if you want to. And there is also a patent on this watch. Now, you might be saying, why is there a patent on it? Well, what you really can't see in the way it's sitting here, unless you've seen some of my photography that I've done on the Watch Report social media. Now, this is an all high polished case, so when I lift this up, yes, you're going to see my reflection amongst other things. But just concentrate on the watch here. What you're going to see here is that it has a concave dial, a concave crystal, and even the hands are bent. Okay. The inspiration, if you take a look at this case, okay, and see how it's wider here and then slopes upwards, is done after a wine glass. That is the design inspiration for the main case. As you can see with the second hand, it is done after a wine cork. Okay, even the crown, the screw down crown, which I have pulled out right now, but the screw down crown mimics the wine glass as well. There is a look at a 2824 automatic movement. And you can see on the back here we have spring bars for easy strap changes. Okay, these are genuine Italian leather straps. Okay, and these have a crocodile or alligator pattern to them. They also have a dual deployant buckle. Okay, and it's also a very wide dual deployant buckle, and that was done with comfort in mind. Some of the things about this watch: one, this is a solid block of steel. This whole watch is one piece, obviously, except for the crown and the attached case back. What I mean is, this watch was built from a solid block of steel. Okay, so these lugs are not welded on. Okay, that is all one piece there to the case. All right. The dial and the crystal, as I said, have a patent. Okay, now I will give you more info on that and some more background info and history about the design, where the inspiration came for this watch. Came from for this watch in the full written review. But I really wanted you to take a look at this because now, from my personal perspective, what I really like about this watch is, one, it's like nothing else that's out there. It's very unique. But in the same regard, it's not over the top. You have something a little funky when you have that second hands there. But then otherwise, when you look at it, it still has a classic look to it. It's classic, but it's modern in the same regard. It is very comfortable on the wrist. I will show you a wrist shot. Probably going to take me a couple more seconds because I undid the dual deployant and we'll have to finagle that to put it back on. But then you have the crystal. Now, when I lay it flat like this, you barely can see the crystal. all you see is that beautiful dial, okay? When I turn it a little like this, then you can start to see the crystal and the anti-reflective coating, okay? What makes this great with this concave dial is you could see it no matter, now, you could still see the time, okay? If I bring this up towards you, you could still see the time when you turn it, okay? It's pretty much at any angle that you're going to look at this watch, you're going to be able to see that time. There's not going to be a glare. There's not going to be any distortion, okay? And that is one of the whole reasonings behind the design of the Sablier Grand Cru. They are designed here in Princeton. I'm not in Princeton, but they are designed here in the USA, in Princeton, New Jersey. They are hand assembled in Princeton, New Jersey. You could find them for sale in Princeton, New Jersey as well at Hamilton Jewelers. You could also buy them at sablierwatches.com. So what are you really getting here? Well, you're getting a watch with a Swiss out of movement, completely designed from the ground up, with a different look, something that not everybody else is going to wear, okay? Or excuse me, not everybody else is going to have, you know? This is not a watch that you're going to run in, you know, it's not your typical dive watch. It's not your typical dress watch either. It's 44 millimeters, but it's all high polished. They do say that they will be coming out with a version 2, and it'll be a black case, a DLC case, so it'll be a little more subdued for casual wear. I still think this works for casual wear. I'm just not a big all high polished fan. That always lends itself to dress for me personally. But I think this still can be worn casually if it's something that you would like. Let me try and get this on the wrist here real quick. And I apologize for doing this off camera and leaving a blank space, which is one of the reasons why I didn't want to undo the watch before, but it's okay. Matter of fact, I'm not going to get it on all the way here, but I just want to give you some reference on the wrist. Okay, that's not going to work at all. So give me one more second here, please. There's nobody in front of the camera. We're looking at nothing right now. Alright, you know what? That works way, way better. Here, let's take a look. There it is on my 7.5-inch wrist. Okay. As I said, it does have short lug-to-lugs at 50 millimeters. It is a very, very comfortable watch. There's no doubt about it. It's very comfortable. Okay, there you take a look at the dual plane clasp. As I said, there are many, many things to talk about this watch, and I'm just not going to be able to cover them all here in the video. One of the things I do want to point out, though, which I just noticed myself earlier today, the hands and markers are not luminescent, so there is no lume to this watch. I'm not 100% sure of the reasoning for that, especially with those hands, but maybe it was the way that they had to do the hands. See, make the hands bent a little bit to go along with the dial. Maybe they couldn't apply a lot of lume to them, or it would crack. I'm not 100% sure for the reasoning or why it was left off, but I will let you know in the full review at watchreport.com. Again, apologies for not having the watch on. I should have just started with the watch on the wrist, but I wanted to talk about so much more with this watch. And so I apologize that there was empty space there that you were looking at for a couple of seconds. This has been a look at the Sablier Grand Cru. Please leave a like or a comment here on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are not, you will never miss another video review. Check us out on social media. We're on everything: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we'll probably be on the new one that they're going to invent tomorrow that everybody has to be on. This has been Don Evans for WatchReport.com. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video.